Hello there, everyone. This is JC De Guzman delivering to you our daily top 5 gainers and top 5 losers analysis for September 23rd, Monday, to prepare you for the next training day on Tuesday, September 24th. Please remember that this video is for short-term trading purposes only. Please maximize your access in our private clients forum. And how do you maximize it? You can do so by requesting for your stocks latest analysis or latest trade and distribution uh, chart or the true market sentiment chart every time or before you trade any stock. So take advantage of it. And by the way, we are going to use COL Financial's charting tool because the trading view chart via First Metrosec Pro is not functioning at this moment. So let's begin with the first stock in our list. We got SMPH. SMPH closed today at 35.45. Support is at 34 pesos per share. Resistance is near 37.2 as a precursor to 41.8. The 10 SMACD combo is still valid. Risk level is low, and volume is actually pretty high today. But let's take a look at the trade and volume distribution chart. The last price is higher than the VWAP, which is good, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. All in all, that's a bullish momentum power indicator. However, the true market sentiment is bearish, meaning to say, despite the ascent in price today, despite the green candlestick, the majority of today's investors or traders just took it easy they took it easy on SMPH. So there was no hyped up sentiment on SMPH for today, relatively speaking. So if you have a position in SMPH and if your trailing stop loss has not been hit yet, then you can either hold your position or top up within the dominant range. Technically speaking, your 10 SMACD combo is valid and that your momentum power indicator is bullish anyway. But if you are planning to enter a new position, I suggest that you calculate your reward to risk ratio first. But as far as what I see in here, since the last candlestick is still closer to the immediate support than the immediate resistance, generally speaking, you're going to get a better reward, a better potential reward than your potential risk. So if you are satisfied with that, you can also enter a new position, do a test buy within the dominant range that I've shown you on the previous chart right here. Okay, so I'm bullish on SMPH as far as our technical bases are concerned. So after SMPH, let's talk about ALLHC. It closed today at 3.59. Support is at 3.37. Resistance is at 4.3. The 10 SMACD combo remains valid. Risk level is low. And the volume is also relatively high today. Alright, so let's take a look at the trade and volume distribution chart. The last price is higher than the VWAP, which is good, and the dominant range is also closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. All in all, that makes a bullish momentum power indicator, even if the true market sentiment is bearish today. Just like with SMPH, the majority of today's traders just took it easy on ALLHC. Because of the presence of our technical buy signals, here's my recommendation. If you have ALLHC and your trailing stop loss has not been hit yet, you can also either hold your position or top up within the dominant range, not at any random price. If you are planning to enter a new position, I would suggest that you may also do a test buy because the last price is closer to the immediate support than the immediate resistance, and that means you're going to get a thicker potential reward than your potential risk. So always position within the dominant range and do not forget to calculate your trailing stop loss immediately after entering a new position. Okay? So I am bullish on ALLHC as far as our technical buy signals are present. After that, let's talk about FNI. FNI closed today at 1.76. Support is at 1.56. Resistance is at 1.92. The 10 SMACD combo is no longer, not yet valid because the MACD line is still trading below the signal line. Risk level is low on the other hand, but the upward momentum remains technically strong as can be seen on the ADX and DMI histogram right here. Well, let's take a look if our momentum power indicator is bullish because at this point the 10 SMACD combo is not yet valid. Volume, by the way, is higher, or no, not really higher, but it's relatively lower than the previous trading days daily volume. The last price, however, is still higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is relatively closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. So, meaning to say, despite the invalid 10 SMACD combo, our momentum power indicator is bullish. However, the true market sentiment chart is bearish. So, it seems that the majority of today's traders, uh, did not find any significant interest to buy FNI at a relatively significant price. So here's my advice: if you have FNI and your trading stop loss is still moving below the last price, for now I suggest that you be on a wait and see mode, meaning to say hold your position, don't top up yet. This recommendation is influenced by that bearish true market sentiment and the invalid 10 SMACD combo. So hold your position. Consider topping up once the 10 SMACD combo becomes, once it retains its once it retains its bullishness on Tuesday, at least within the first 30 minutes of trading. But for now, I suggest you hold your position, at least for now, for FNI. Now, if you don't have FNI, calculate your reward to risk ratio first. After 5 minutes from the opening bell, if you still get a bullish momentum power indicator, then you can do a test buy within the dominant range if you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio. At this point, it looks like the last price is already a lot closer to the immediate resistance than the immediate support. So I will leave the answer to you to the question, are you satisfied with your reward to risk ratio? Okay, as far as our technical parameters are concerned, you should already know by now when do we get a confirmed technical buy signal. What I can't answer for you is whether you are satisfied or not with the reward to risk ratio that you're seeing on your screen with respect to the position of the last price relative to the position of the immediate support and resistance levels. Okay, only you can answer that question and whether you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio or not. Okay, after FNI, we move on to IDC. It closed today at 7.32. Support is at 6 pesos per share. Resistance is at 8 pesos per share. The 10 SMACD combo is valid. Risk level is high. It's no, not just high, but extremely high already. No, it's already high. 77% historical volatility score. And the upward momentum is confirmed very strong, as can be seen on the ADX and DMI chart. So volume is also looking good. The last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. So this is a bullish momentum power indicator, and it's nice to see that the true market sentiment is also bullish for IDC. So my overall sentiment is bullish on IDC. If you have a position and you would like to top up, go ahead and top up within the dominant range. Now, before you enter a new position, answer the question first. Are you satisfied with your reward to risk ratio? Because as far as technical buy signals are concerned, they are not your problem because they are all valid at this point. It's a valid 10 SMACD combo. It's a bullish momentum power indicator. Just answer the third question, which is, are you satisfied with your reward to risk ratio? If the answer is a yes, what else are you waiting for? Position within the dominant range at the opening bell tomorrow. Okay? So after IDC, GEO. It closed today at 0.25. It's at the brink of breaking above that resistance level. If it breaks above 0.25, that will become its immediate support, and the next resistance will be 0.30. But at this moment, our immediate support is at 0.20. The 10 SMACD combo is valid. Risk level is low, and volume is looking good also. And oh, by the way, the last price is lower than the VWAP, even though the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. Because the last price is lower than the VWAP, I would say that this is a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is neutral. Because of that bearish momentum power indicator, this is my suggestion. If you have a position in JO, just monitor your trailing stop loss, but don't top up yet. Postpone the plan to top up. Now, if you are planning to enter a new position, I suggest that you wait for a breakout above 0.25 and then reassess. If it breaks below 0.25, if it does not continue to break above 0.25, it's all the more that you should be on a wait and see mode. Wait for a pullback as closer as possible to 0.2. As close as possible to 0.2. Okay? Remember that. So after JIO, MWC. It closed today at 21.2. It's at the brink of breaking below the support at 21 pesos per share. Resistance is at 23.4. The 10 SMACD combo is no longer valid. Risk level is low, and the downward momentum is confirmed very strong still. Okay. The last price is higher than the VWAP, but the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. Besides, it's a red candlestick. The last candlestick is red, so that makes a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is neutral, meaning to say there I still see no sign of a clear rebound, no clear signs of reversals yet. There's no significant massive interest to buy the dips yet, as we've seen on our true market sentiment chart. Okay, so stay away from MWC for now. I hope none of you violated our processes by entering a new position a few weeks ago, even though there have been no buy signals. So stay away from MWC. I'm not saying you can't make money on MWC forever. It's just that we have to snub it for now. Add it into your watch list if you'd like to, but don't enter a new position yet. No buy signals. There are no buy signals. So after MWC, we'll talk about PPG. It closed today at 9.2. Support is at 8 pesos per share, which is in confluence with the 38.2% retracement of the Fibonacci. Should it break above, no, resistance, by the way, is at 11 pesos per share. Okay, the 10 SMACD combo is invalid. And as early as now, I'm telling you it's a bearish momentum power indicator because the last candlestick is red. Risk level is moderate. Let's take a look at the volume. Oh, it's relatively smaller than last Friday's volume. There it is. Let's take a look at the true markets, the trade and volume distribution chart rather. The last price is lower than the VWAP, and that's another reason for me to say that it's indeed a bearish momentum power indicator. And the true market sentiment remains bearish too. So no signs for PPG to sustain its ascent. So at this point, it looks like it's better for you and us, for all of us to be in a wait and see mode on PPG. So let's make it specific. If you have PPG and if your trailing stop loss has not been hit yet, it's better for you to hold your position, do nothing for now. But do not preempt your trailing stop loss. I don't see any alarming reason for that, well, for you to do that yet, as far as today's volume is concerned. If today's volume is as high as the volume last August 23rd, then by all means, I would say that you should preempt your trailing stop loss. But this volume, this size, there's no need to panic yet. Just hold your position if you still have PPG. If you don't have PPG, I don't suggest entering a new position. It's better for you at this point either to wait for a breakout above 11 pesos per share, or you wait for a pullback to as close as what, 7 pesos, 7 to 7.2. Okay, so there you go for PPG. So after PPG, KPPI. It closed today at 10.5, 10.50. Support is at 9.8. Resistance is at 20, or not at 20. Not at 20 definitely, but at right here, 13.15. Okay, the 10 smack day combo is invalid. Like what I always say, like what I said in the previous videos, I'm not going to talk about its oscillators. I'm not going to talk about the historical volatility, ADX, MACD, and so on. Okay, volume is still relatively slim, so it's more likely at this point for KPPI to continue trading the range between 9.8 and 13.15. You've heard me, you've heard me say too many times already that I don't have the appetite to trade ranging stocks. I'd rather spend my time in trading capital, trading stocks that are either moving in a trend or are poised to move in a trend, but not KPPI. It's in a range, not in a trend. So stay away in short for KPPI, at least again for now. So despite its bullish true market sentiment, yes, stay away from now from it for now. And let's move on to ZHI. ZHI closed today at 0.25, support is at 0.22, resistance is at 0.27, and the 10 SMACD combo is, let's double check, it's still valid because the last price is still moving above the 10 SMA and MACD is still moving above the signal line, but the momentum power indicator is already bearish. The risk level is moderate. Volume, it's a red volume bar that is higher than last week's daily volume. Let's see. Let's see if ZHI has gas to inch closer to 0.27, or it's more likely to conduct a technical correction. Let's verify on the trade and volume distribution chart. There's not much in here, but the last price is already lower than the VWAP, and that makes a bearish momentum power indicator. So at this point, it's more likely for ZHI to just lay low or to do a technical correction. I don't think it has a significant volume of gas, so to speak, to inch closer to its resistance, at least at this point. But who knows? Sentiments change. When things change. Let's see tomorrow. But it's a bearish true market sentiment. Because of today's because of my interpretation of today's data for ZHI, I am more inclined into telling you that it's more likely for ZHI to retest the support at 0.22 at this period, or at least until, if not 0.22, 0.24. It's more likely to move downward and retest 0.24, if not 0.22. So if you have ZHI, it's best for you to hold your position. Don't average down, don't top up. Not yet. And don't enter a new position also. Your momentum power indicator is bearish. That's the number one reason, or number one point that should be checked, that should be true if you are to enter a new position. Your momentum power indicator should be bullish. That's the minimum. Okay? So last into today's video is PHN. PHN closed today at 10.6. What did I say in the previous video where I talked about PHN also? It's risky for you to enter. For one, it has an extremely high risk level. This is not a newbie friendly stock. So see? So if you followed my advice the other day, then you You should not have any headache right now. So it closed today at 10.6. Support is at 10 pesos per share. Resistance is at 13.8. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. I'm not going to make any comment regarding these oscillators because they erratically fluctuated the other day. So their scores are all exaggerated. The last price is already lower than the VWAP, which is not good. So it's a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is bullish. What does that mean then? Should you buy the dips? Nope. No. I'm not going to encourage you to buy the dips. It could go lower than 10.6. It could even go back below the 10 peso level. So watch it out for now. Don't trade it. You can put it into your watch list but not in your portfolio yet. Okay? So stay away from PHN at least for now. I am bearish on PHN, not PHA. Okay, PHN. So that's my technical analysis and recommendations for these 10 stocks. So again, I'd like to invite you this coming Saturday, September 28th from 10 a.m. to 5 in the afternoon for the Evergreen Strategy in Trading and Investing in the Philippine Stock Market Seminar in Makati. So just visit our website, click on seminars. If you are a subscriber, you get a discount from 10% to 50%. So register first and then you will receive an automated email. Make sure that you check your spam and other folders if it's not in your inbox for the instructions on how to pay at a discounted price. Again, my name is JC De Guzman. Have a profitable trading day tomorrow. Bye for now.